Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you. And welcome back to the Beta Plan, playing as Avalon, and to be precise, as King Arthur Pendragon, the second of Avalon. And about a few days from now, 1 week, we are going to become of age, and we will get our education, and of course, we are hoping for a good one. We are hoping for an excellent one, and yes, I know I have some council position open, but my regent will have to normally approve of it. So what have we become? I was educated to become a military genius, but instead I have become Midas touched. I don't mind Midas touch at all, don't get me wrong, but it's interesting that I have picked up that. It seems that, well, I, as a ruler, am quite a little bit different than my dad. I will have a lot less martial, less diplomacy, but I have way more in the stats here. Actually, funny enough, that allows us to... Hello. I see. That is unfortunate, because that means I will never ever gain this sector. It will be interesting when this man dies, because I am the heir. Am I also the heir to your, literally to your system, the system of Camelot? Heir to the star system Camelot. Yes, I am. That is quite interesting. I should give this person after that the fleet title, and then later on I can get this title. How funny. Alright, so we are Midas touched. I want to improve my martial ability, and that is going to be extremely easy, because I'm going to focus then on... Oh, do we want to go on martial? On tactics? So strategy for extra health, which normally this is hunting. It's interesting they renamed that. Directly focusing towards complete mastery of the battlefield, be it from the cockpit of a fighter or on the bridge of a warship. This focus increases the chance of receiving positive combat events and decreases the chance of receiving negative combat events. Let's do that. There we go. 8. We should have done our desire, fulfilled our focus. No, this is focus. This is ambition. There we go. Looking for the word there. But of course, we are going to attack this man, who was the husband of the former lady, the former president over here, but she died in battle against Nathan. Nathan, who is part of the Washington system. Let's become independent. Yes, the new frontier is that week that, well, Washington want to become independent. Also weak enough for my sister, Catherine the Great, just like the Russian Empress, to attack, and she has conquered a legacy. Actually, strangely enough, that prompted some pop-ups about me saying that, well, that was an unlawful territory that she claimed. But I, of course, seeing I don't mind that at all, I'll just let her be, and then I got a plus 50 bonus opinion with her. I'm kind of surprised that I got these pop-ups, because this is not my territory. This is normally a pop-up that you get when, well, people try to take over duchies, which happens yet once again over here. Miyamoto, who is, by the way, beautiful. And, well, just like his father and his father before him, and, yeah, then comes clone, so then it's not really fair anymore, but, hereditary traits. They seem to be much more commonly inherited, just like I am strong, like Guinevere is strong and attractive, which both came from our father. Then we have Catherine with attractive and genius, and then we have Jennifer, who was also attractive. So yeah, it seems like hereditary traits are much more easily inherited in this mod, which also makes it so that, well, it's quite easier to get god characters. God characters, in my opinion, being the ones that are really high stat-wise. Ooh, our brother-in-law. Yes, well, not a brother-in-law, by the way, this is my niece, what am I saying? But, yeah, he is then our new spy master. I also, by the way, spread my propaganda once more, but I am starting to think that that is completely pointless. It's more or less preventing, probably, from Terran imperialists to invade my territories even more, but actually I don't really like that system, if I may put a little critic on the sidelines. When you start off this mod, it is a crisis of the Confederation, and because everybody has different beliefs, the Federation falls apart. But because our moral authority is extremely low, and I am not the only one with that extreme low moral authority, and let me show you, oh, religions, I tap a little bit beyond that. The next one is 35, so Terran Imperialist easily spreads further, making the realm more and more come back together again. I don't think that was originally the idea, so perhaps that needs a little change. But yeah, it feels so silly. I converted some lands back to neo-feudalist and almost instantly it popped back. So it feels like pointless to spread propaganda. You can talk to yourself because you don't like me very much, and that's because you have also gone Terran Imperialist. That is unfortunate. Well, I guess it's time to attack. Because of course, now that we are a new king and we have no more council to tell us what to do, we can do whatever we want. And we want, of course, the Lafayette system. We immediately improved our ambition, by the way. Pick a new ambition. Well, probably improve learning. That shouldn't be too darn difficult. And we're gonna save up some money for some implants. We have now cybernetics and level 2. By the way, we can do this. Scout patrols give more money. This is building cost, however, and building time. So that will also indirectly give us money. But only secondarily, and I don't think the other ones is... the buildings are as good of it. So, and I believe armor did more than propulsion, right? Yes, it did. And again, these didn't have drones. Now I just noticed, and this had drones. Perhaps. Well, we'll get it later. We have now cybernetics too, and I already know from looking at AI and people that, well, that means that we can have 2 cybernetic implants. One of the level 2 kind and one of the level 1 kind. So I think that is, well, on the agenda, shall we say. We will make Alpha Pendragon immediately a man of the future. Alright, as we immediately start sieging down. They've only 3% 3 people here? Really? Well, that was easy. Oh, thank you. An economic boom. That is also very common. But just also notice that this man is independent. And that could be useful for us. Oh, we have... our domestic size has decreased. Why has it decreased? Well, as our wife will come of age, we will be able to keep more land. But for now... by the way, pretty face. Oh dear, she became craven. And neurotic. Oh, that is not good. Well, that is not good by far. Oh, that is really, really bad. Because now she adds even less to our stats. Dagnabbit. Well, our own stats are fine enough to keep our domestic, so it's not too terrible. And it was the only genius that I could find back then. You know what? Let's make a little look-see. Search all. Search women. They do not need to be adult yet. They do need to be of my religion group in order for me to be able to allow to marry them. And then I'm looking for a genius. See, this is my wife to be, but I found here another who is heterosexual. Perhaps I should just switch, because she's getting pretty freaking terrible. And she isn't. But she's 27. That's a little... can I shuffle by age, please? With decent stats. Like, this woman has 20 martial. We're really, really a poor on martial. And actually, she's family of a king. You know what? So sorry, darling. I'll break the betrothal. And I am going to marry... or I want to marry you. Arrange marriage between her and me. That's allowed. Not... But your grandparent is a CEO and... What? Are you the heir to be? Heir to the sector of New Jerusalem. Well, that's the sector, not the republic. Alright, well that's unfortunate. Still, she has amazing stats. And then it becomes much older, so... Take her nonetheless. This is going to hit our prestige hard now. That is not really what we wanted, but she is 1 year older than me. And she has absolutely lovely stats. Well, prestige hit of about 100. Actually 98 to be exact. And let's mess up that fleet, and then let's see what you're going to touchdown. I want to catch you. There will be extra prestige by winning that more. And we'll compensate for all the other things. Now we can hold 6 territories again. Oh, lose 60 prestige. It's probably an economic boom or something that has ended. 27th of May. Keep them there if you could. No, we do not need that. Thank you. We could use the prestige and what have you now, though. Oh, they lost the battle and we arrived a day too late. A day too late. Hunt them down? By the way, we should do it differently. Hold on. The 11th of June. Holy heck, they're slipping past me everywhere. Alright. Oh dear, now we're going to have a battle, most likely not with the proper flag there. 11th of July, 12th... Oh, they're just slipping by me. Oh, I also have no people here to organize or whatever you not. Aspiring leader. Do we have someone? Seeks control of the Star Kingdom of Avalon. Can somebody please ask him to stop that? Do we have an organizer or what have you not? It is an organizer. You are excellent. I need you now. And my wife could actually come on. She hates me. Why does my wife hate me so much? Darling, what have I ever done to you? What have I ever done to you and deserve your wrath? Oh, make her a captain. What have I deserved to earn your wrath? You are a captain now, so that's plus 10. Humble versus proud and religious difference is the main issue. We might bend that over time. We can call allies into war. We don't need allies in this war. Trust me, we don't. You. Take a bloody organizer. No, I don't want my wife to die, so put it like that. 9th of July, 11. We should win this. And we crash into them and they give... This battle will not aid in the war. That is CK2, ladies and gentlemen. That is nothing to do with this mod, don't get me wrong, but that is really, really annoying. Farlands, when will you arrive? On the 5th of August. You know what? Time to call up fleet. This is not going as well as I hoped. Oh my dear lord. We have like no troops yet. That's because, well, we are not that long on the throne yet. Oh. -5 moral authority. It's going better and better. Not. Oh well, that is now sieged. And this will take just more than 4 ticks. Going back to the goal. Going back to Lafayette. Yeah, but there's this ship standing there, so probably if I attack, I will attack CEO Daniel's fleet, which is really large, without giving us any wall score. The new Frontier Rangers can be created. The heck? What happened to her? Died of severe stress. Well, that's one way to win a war. And we can create a title of the New Frontier Rangers because we have so much territory in it, apparently. That is funny to me. We are already starting to get more or less this kingdom in our possession. How fast are you here? 100. Definitely. Siege it down. Siege and down. That is really cool. We can make an additional duke, an additional person that we can say, hey, attack for us. Oh wait, that area is independent. Oh, is that this ship? CEO Hawk? Yes, it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a different guy. This is a different lady. Oh, that was an insult. Sorry, did not mean it. But yeah. The nomadic fleet gives us 100 gold. You know what, shall we for once try and infiltrate, just see what happens? After all, this is a playthrough and I think a lot of people will have just come here to look at how the mod is. So, I should try and test it out. And I now know that I have the great fortune to have even a modder watch this series. And as such, he's answering some questions at the time. And, well, he can probably also wants to see what would happen, what will people choose, and, well, let's mess about with that. So, let's get an Odin MK2 to rival my father a little bit more. There we go. How much martial did that give us? 4. Still not a really good stat, but, yeah, it's what we can do. But just a little bit more money and we can get ourselves another cybernetic implant. I am quite keen on that. Oh, listen to that music. Orchestra telling us how epic our battles are. Oh no. Really, this is what I said before about the religion spread. Now, Paladin, I know what Paladin is. Paladin is over here. It's now also Terran Imperialist. But we'll try and see if we can fight at least that back. But that is really annoying. Well, this war will take some time simply because, well, the fleet that we destroyed was not supposedly the New Frontier, and hence we didn't get a lot of war score for it, and now we need to siege down a ton of stuff. Unfortunate. But we have a few more minutes, so hopefully in those minutes we can end the war. 5 ticks to siege this down. Oh, it will be difficult. It's mainly because of these small little fleets and then the way CK2 works, and then the main flag is the flag, or better say the army that stands at the location, like standing still and awaiting your arrival. That is to whom the entire army is credited. Oh. We shouldn't ransom her. This is a lady that, well, is under our rulerships, and she wanted to take Caliburn away, but I always am loyal to Bakel, the family that, said that my father was a true clone of Arthur Pendragon, and hence they put us up on the throne. And, well, my father was so smart that, he combined the long line of Luxley, the line that was originally, kings over Avalon, or better say queens, because Yoza, it's only queens, that line, because it's all kind of clones. Actually, does anything happen before Luxley? No, it doesn't. We're all queens. So yeah. My father combined the 2 lines, and hence Pendragon is the only one with claims on the throne of Avalon. Only Pendragons. Alright, well, seek what you will. Make sure that our realm stays stable. New Frontier Rangers. I wonder where I should give that to. The first thing we need to do after this war, though, is, well, also attack Planet Lafayette. Planet Lafayette 3, but we should all create the title of this sector and make a new duke to rule it in our namesake. There's a little bit of a fleet happening now. You know, I also should try once the other options. The other options that have perhaps more chance. Yeah, now they're sieging it back. We need to stop that because when they do, it's our war score is going to go down the proverbial drain. The fact of the matter is that what was I saying before this? Now I'm starting to get myself confused here. I forgot. Apparently not important. That rarely happens to me, you know, that I forget something, as I am sure my watchers by now have learned. But I'll probably come back to it. Oh, beating up their thing. Oh yeah, we need to declare the war on this guy. Here, there it is. There was already it. On this person, and before we give it away, and then we'll need the money to create Lafayette. But first, we use the money for cybernetics. We are going to be a king of the future. So we want to get learning up, right? So let's get the implant for learning. I also don't see that a lot. And before you're going to say that's a bogus thing, yes, it actually only helps us with getting technology. Because that's learning plus the skill that, well, improving directly is attached to it. So for diplomatic technology, we're going to have a little bit of an issue here. Thanks to having only 2 diplomacy score. But learning should help everything, so let's get learning +2. That is a tough. We also haven't seen that one yet, I think, and that's this little thingy there beneath my crown. That is what adds to learning. Let's read up on the tough. The tough general purpose information processor is a DNI-based cybernetic implant designed as a basic upgrade to the host's intellectual capacities. The TOF provides an optimized and easily searchable information database to extend the host's memory access and capacity, as well as a lightweight but flexible processing unit that helps to improve neural processing throughput. By the way, I constantly say learning, but in this mod it is called learning still. I thought it was called science. Oh well. Perhaps that's for something else. Perhaps I just forgot. So let's get a child with this lady. I think that's quite nice to have that. So yeah. But she probably still needs to like us a little better. You know what? Award honorary title. I'll designate her in my region. She is my wife after all. And she wants to become marshal. Perhaps when this duke dies. Gawain. He's getting older. I might consider that for my wife. We have 100% war score. In this episode, we finish in this war. Excellent. And we will immediately declare war upon this little man and to make sure that, well, and everybody is but a little man, certainly in comparison to Avalon itself. But yeah, we'll finish that war up and make sure that you see in this episode us getting Lafayette. And by the way, what the heck is going on here? Who is occupying you? I think Washington is attacking. Attacking in the Washington conquest of the touchdown system. I wouldn't mind, because then I will attack you for the touchdown system. Oi. 100 prestige, economic boom again. Yeah, sorry, but we have put our money into upgrading myself to become an excellent king, or at least a little better. Let's look at the stats. We have 2 diplomacy. Our father had 11. That is a lot more. He had 18 martial. I have 12 martial. He had 11 stewardship. I had 17. Yeah, it's really in the back ranks that we earn. My father was more a military man, despite actually being underhanded rogue, whereas I am one more to rule as a state. Should be good for our economy, and perhaps that is a good thing, because Avalon needs to be rich and powerful should we be able to handle, well, the Terran Republic, which still is expanding and what have you not. Could we have actually more troops still? A few more. I said I would choose a different one. I could of course always turn them away, but I think that is a bad idea, because if you try and do that, well, they probably will have these events that, well, when you fight another person, the other person gets a thing. So let them through. Oh, wait a second, this is the other one. Well, we can use the gold. Gold is always good, isn't it? Makes the world turn around. It's not really how you would want it to be, and sometimes, mind you, but it is the way that the world works. Economic boom, unfortunately, here, so increased cost. But it does give more money. We have so many things still to build, things that we have never even touched upon. Some of these are extremely easy, just more retinue size. Yeah, and shipyard, they're pretty self-explanatory. We could upgrade these people to have better environments. Is it actually already possible on Paladin? Technology hasn't spread yet, though we do have Xenobiology 2 by now. Just have to hope that spreads their way at a certain point. Just build some scout patrols. Alright, War 1. It is all ours. How lovely. Give that away. And yes, we could hold the land, but I really want to put a new character in power. That will rule in my stead. I will just take the Camelot star system whenever it is available to us. And well, we will never know if our next ruler, of course, can actually even hold that. So, yeah. Actually, does that matter? Well, it matters that you have to look a little bit more carefully, but normally I don't really do that, but who knows? Well, you know what, let's not mess about with the formula that we know that works so well. Not really, really good. Whoa, 21 Shiverlight. Amazing, you're a bastard. And you also have 7 stewardship. That's not really this is 20 and 8. What is this? Blockade leader. Okay. Plus 40% siege power. That's pretty big, to be honest. Why do you hate me? Because we have quite a few traits different. Alright, yeah, but everything else is quite poor. Like, it's a toss-up between you and Malcolm. You know what? I'm gonna do you, Shiverlight. Grand Landed title. The System of Lafayette. There you go. You will like me, don't you worry. I will create this title as well. We just had the money for that. Grand Landed title of the sector of star system. We already gave that away. Of the sector of Lafayette. There you go. You actually have a sibling to well, inherit it, if need be. Wait, Nakamura? Why do you have a totally different name? Oh, because you're a bastard, of course. Right. I'm an idiot. Well, I hope that you will get your own wives. You're pretty young and what have you not. And you are now also somebody that's going to be a captain. But I will do that off camera. I say I thank you for watching. And remember, great peril yields great beauty.